For the first ever report from our Gold Cup coverage at Melges 32s down here in Fort Lauderdale. This is a 2008 Gold Cup, the runner-up to last year's successful tune-up event, but this year it's become something of the kickoff event for the winter circuit. I have Federico Michetti, one of my favorite Italians, and a good friend, and the owner of Melges Europe. And Federico is only in town to sort of get things sorted out for this event. He's got to run back to Italy. But Federico, welcome, and thank you for getting in front of my camera once again, my brother. Federico is the current Melges 24 World Champion along with Uka Racing, and he's here to support the class. But Federico is also the distributor and dealer for the 32 and the 20 and 24 in parts of Europe. But Federico, I really, the 32 we'll get around to all weekend long. I know I don't have much time for you, but I'm really interested about the 20. I sailed the Melges 20 in Annapolis. I think it was a cool little boat. Obviously, it's an expensive boat, but it's certainly a sexy thing. How is it going in Europe, in Italy, especially for the 20?
We launched the boat a month and a half ago, and the first two boats was arriving in Italy in like October. And was a really great success. We sold more than 20 boats in the last month, and we will have a full circuit next year for 2009.
What will that circuit include?
We will have a pilot circuit, as was this year for the 32. We have a great sponsor. I can tell you more now.
You can't tell me more.
I can't tell you.
It's not Audi again.
I don't know. Maybe.
You don't know.
We'll see.
All right. All right. Go on.
It will be a great event.
Okay.
And we got a lot of interest from owners and sailors of the 20. And the 20 is really a great boat. I think that the 20 is the compromise between 32, 24. It's coming from Melges. It's a Melges product. It's not a cheap boat, but it's really fun, really.
Now let me ask you a question, Freddie. We talked about this before, but you know the 20. Like I said, I sailed at Annapolis. I thought it was quick, it was fun, it was no problems, it was well put together. And then they went to Stonington and had a tough day. According to the photos and the videos I saw, in 20 knots. And I don't know if it was just the boat wasn't dialed in or what. But talk to me about the boat in heavy weather. You've sailed it now in 20 knots, so talk to me.
I sail a lot with Harry in Melges with more than 20 knots. The boat was great. I think that this is the era of internet. Sorry for my English.
The era of the internet, yeah, okay.
So everything is really fast.
Yeah.
I think that the boat is still in a really good shape. We will work hard. I think that we have to know how steer the boat and how handle the boat. It's a new baby, so we have to take care about her, and we have to be solid. It's a great product. It's sailing really well. The boat grew up a lot in the last month, just about tuning and
who's doing that work? Who's doing the tuning work?
I'm working really hard. I'm sailing every weekend in Garda, in strong wind, light wind, and everything. And for sure, it's a small boat, so all the small boats are not really comfortable in strong wind.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's crazy thinking about a small. If you have a small boat, you have to decide for which range of wind you want the boat perfect.
Yeah.
And the Melges 20, it's a great boat for light and medium wind. Then in strong wind you have to work against tools that maybe is not the best, but it will work very well.
Let me ask you this. Now, going with a no backstay rig and a square head main, which are sport boat staples, but certainly new to Melges, at least in the sport boat class. How much do you not know yet about tuning that rig? I mean, it's a pretty complex rig, right?
It's more easy than what we think.
Okay.
It's just new, and like all the new toys looks really complicated, but it's not so difficult.
Okay.
You have to feel the boat, and personally, every time that I'm sailing the 20, I enjoy more. It's just a question again of experience. We don't have to be afraid. I mean, like Alan, I remember many years ago when the first boat coming without runners. People was afraid about how you can sail a boat without runners.
Yeah.
Now, when you are sailing with a boat with runners, you say, wow, this is crazy.
How do I sail a boat with runners?
Yeah, it's stupid. I want just the backstay and the big spreader.
Yeah.
This is the story. I think that it's a new project. It's a brand new one. I think that the first mistake is to try to compare the Melges 20 with other products. The Melges 20 is different. I can tell you if it's better or not. It's different, and we have to learn how to sail the boat, and I can tell you that the boat is a great boat.
All right, well, I believe you. I sailed it and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great boat, and you know, obviously for me, I'm a poor bastard. It's an expensive
Like
boat. I could never afford one, but I'll enjoy to sail them, and I will sail them. But you know, in Europe, principally, you don't have some of the competitors we have in the States. You don't have the Ultimate 20. You don't have the Viper. You've got the SB3, and
we have a lot of small boats. We
right.
have the H22, we have the SB3,
so,
we have the UFO 22, we have the J24 that is still a really big fleet. Again.
So compare, and I know you don't want to, but at the end of the day, buyers are going to compare these things. So compare. You've now been on Garda, and there's lasers on Garda. There's other boats on Garda. Compare the 20, you know, to the other boats on Garda. How is it?
I mean, I have to be honest. Every time that a guy come in the dock and look at the 20, it's like
it's sexy.
What is that?
It's sexy.
And when you sail in this boat, I mean, it's fantastic. For me, it's fantastic. Today I was sailing with Harry in 12 knots and big wave outside of Fort Lauderdale. That was a really big wave from tide and from powerboat,
yeah.
and the boat was just fine. So I'm sailing with more than 150 persons in the last 2 months, and really everybody was complaining about the price, but anybody was complaining about the performance?
Nobody.
No.
Right.
This is the story.
Well, look. Frankly, Freddie, like you know, on one hand, I know you're Melges Europe. You're not going to tell me something bad, but on the other hand, I know you pretty well, and you're an honest guy. And if you tell me you love the boat, I think the boat's probably pretty lovable.
Again, for sure, it's not the perfect boat, but please, if someone find a perfect boat, call me, because I want to sell this boat. I think that there is something that is good, something that is not really good. I think that we will improve the boat in the future.
Yeah.
But wow, guys, I still don't deliver the first boat, and we make a huge improvement.
And you're over 20 orders right now for
Yeah.
the 20s.
Yeah.
How about the 32 in Europe? And you guys had a really successful Audi-sponsored circuit last year. What do you think about the next year for the 32?
The next year, 32 will be a blast year. We will have the Audi series again, 3 events. We will have Palma de Mallorca, and then the World in Portocelo. That will be the first World. We just got the ISAP recognition, and
ISAP
guys,
recognition.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
That's okay.
Guys, take the seat belts and let's go.
Well, let me ask you this. You know, originally, Mezclazione Latino, Pinta, Joe Fly were all registered for this event. Well, how come they didn't show up?
I think that is commitment of business, especially. Joe Fly wasn't scheduled for this regatta.
Okay.
It was clear for them that San Francisco was the experience, and then ship the boat for Europe. And I think that Mascalzone with Vincenzo was really busy with the work, and also Michael got some problem with the business, but nothing. They are really
will they
keen.
all be on the European circuit next year?
They can wait to be there.
Yeah. Oh, good. And how many boats do you think you'll have at these Audi events next year?
It's difficult to say. We sold 25 boats, and we got an average of 15, 18 boats for 2009 event. It was really good because it was an early project, so it was easy to find.
For 2008.
Yeah, for 2008.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So for next year, I think at least 20 boats for all the series, and I hope more than 30, 35 for the World.
Well,
we will see.
I hope,
we will push hard.
I hope we can find our way over there to cover y'all.
This is for sure.
All right.
You are my guest.
Freddie, my brother,
Yes.
thank you, and I'm sorry you can't be here, and we wanted to have you on the boat to do our On the Water Anarchy with us, but unfortunately you got to go home. You got a new baby and a beautiful wife, so we certainly don't begrudge you that. But thank you, and we'll certainly look forward to seeing you in Italy next year.
Guys, trust Melges, because we are working really hard for make you happy.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Ciao, Alan.